in excess. Somebody told me I might just have to deal with it. I might have to do this show sober, and I told them okay, so I have a little drinking game that I play during my shows. Draconis, if you play this game, I will take you out back and beat you. Anytime I screw up a punchline, take a drink. If you don't have a
I should do it from over here. Excuse me.
If you're under the age of 21, take it. Ladies, you know how this works.
Wall. It's like it's not a wall. That's
normally I've got like CDs and DVDs and shit to sell. Which at point I would like start using points like, you know, I take 5s, 10s, 15s, 20s, blank checks, traveler's checks, credit cards. No children. Those are hard to return, and they make really weird faces. So, first, we're going to do my show in reverse. We're going to start with the Ask Tracer segment first. I don't care what the question is. Feel free to ask, and I will be more than happy to answer.
I should just sit right freaking there.
How many gallons of liquor do you have in that fridge?
Give me a second.
3 or 4.
6.
Ask the cracked raccoon.
5.95. Come on, try and stump me with something. Ask me about my life. Ask me about your life. Huh?
When did you lose your hair?
When did I lose my... Okay. All right. You asked for it. Asshole. All right. In 2006, I was diagnosed with cancer, which was a misdiagnosis. A year into chemotherapy, and my hair and my roots are freaking destroyed. They're gone. It's one of those, sure, I shave my head now once every 9 to 10 days. Because I get a little bit that comes in here, and a little bit that comes in here. And it took me almost a year to grow this in. So, when I went back to the doctor, and they're like, okay, well, you seem to be responding well to chemotherapy. I'm sitting there looking at the doctor like, The doctor looks at me and says, luckily, we've got some new machinery in. We're going to be testing a lot of, we're going to be redoing a lot of your testing that we had you do when you came in. The doctor looked at me and said, is that okay with you? I said, I've already done these tests. He said, yeah, but we're going to do them again. All right, sure. So 3 days later, all my test results come back, and I get this phone call from my doctor. So, how are you doing? I'm doing all right. A little tired, kind of queasy, feel like crap, you know, everyday life. But at least I don't like live in Columbia, Missouri. He goes, oh, that's good, that's good. So I wanted to talk to you about your diagnosis. Okay. It seems you're cured. You cured cancer? He goes, well, not really cured, more like I never had the first one. What? He says, the machinery that we had was a little inaccurate, and we may have misdiagnosed you.
A little inaccurate?
I'm sorry, 2 years into chemotherapy treatments, that's expensive as hell, and I don't have insurance. Who's going to be refunding this?
Ooh.
And he goes, I will put you into contact with our financial department. No, you will put me into contact with your bank. To which I was immediately hung up on and called back 5 minutes later by a lawyer. Cheers. You ask where my hair went? It's not coming back.
How's the lawsuit coming?
Pending. Like alimony and house payments and the rest of life. Pending. Just trying to get by day to day. Oh, come on. There are better questions than this. I've seen questions furries come up with. I've seen, oh boy. You're notorious, man.
If you could have any car, vehicle, what's your dream ride, automotive-wise?
That's a dangerous question. I would have to take a 1947 Sherman tank.
Yeah.
Diesel with a 50 caliber gun with the optional 4.42. Kaboom! Duck, 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 duck. Oh, bye, little Jules. I'm sorry, was that a racial slur? I will try to keep that down. No, I won't.
So, Tracer,
oh boy.
Why do you feel you need to have the crutch? I'll say that. I'll go that far. Yeah, you need to have a crutch of foul language in your show.
Ooh. All right. I can actually answer this on a fairly regular term. In comedy, there's about 6 to 12 different types of comedy. There's what's referred to as black comedy, which is very dark, very grotesque, and it's just, you will tell things that people just go, they're not sure if they're going to throw up or if they're just going to, like, laugh their ass off. There's what's called blue comedy, which involves a lot of cursing. A lot of foul language, a lot of slurs, a lot of just, unfortunately, in today's society, a lot of people will not respond to what is referred to as intellectual comedy. Intellectual comedy is things, I talk about, two parallels crossing a street. What's it become? Somebody shouts out, "Never happened." That's right, because it's only on your base.
Yeah.
The college-educated ones laughed. They're like, "I got that."
It took me
And a couple of them went, "It's all about that bass, no treble." So I mean, I'm sure I can make jokes that are not cursing and whatnot, but once you've fallen into a niche, it's hard to pick back out of that. Unfortunately, I've written enough comedy that I honestly sat down and went through it today because I was going to try and do something for the Furry Drama Show. And
He's going to try. Now, earlier he said he had an act for my show. Okay. Now I can see it.
Oh, no. I do have something. I've run it by a couple of people, and they went, "That's clean. That's funny. Did you write that?" "Yes, I wrote that." "Okay, I just wanted to check." Thanks for your yeah.
Thanks for your support.
Hi, but no, it's I do events where I try not to curse. I really try. Unfortunately, I did a show about 6 weeks ago, and I got up and I started doing about 15 minutes of intellectual comedy. I got a couple chuckles here and there, and then I was like, test the water. I'll tell a fart joke. Crowd lost it. All right. That happened. I know what kind of crowd this is. So unfortunately, it's just become the social norm. That's why a lot of